Every single year you do it. You write down the perfect goals, you map out the perfect routine, you feel that surge of energy, that electric, unstoppable motivation that's going to change your life, and then it vanishes. It's not that you're lazy, it's not that you lack discipline, it's that you've been struck by a powerful, invisible killer. A single psychological mechanism that doesn't just lower your motivation, it annihilates it. It's the reason why 80% of New Year's resolutions fail by February. It's the reason you're watching this video right now. And what if I told you that killer wasn't failure, but the wrong kind of success? The one thing that kills your motivation is a phenomenon called premature reward. It's the psychological equivalent of your brain giving you a giant slice of cake before you've even run the marathon. It's an insight rooted in the work of behavioral scientists who study how we form habits, specifically the concept of temptation bundling and the reward prediction error. Here's how it works. When you set a big, audacious goal, let's say writing a novel, your brain requires a clear, delayed reward to stay motivated. The reward is supposed to be the finished novel and the feeling of accomplishment. But what do most people do? They spend 3 hours creating the perfect color-coded outline. They buy the $400 noise-canceling headphones. They post a motivational picture of their pristine desk on social media with the caption, "Day 1 of my masterpiece." Visuals, text overlay, the premature reward loop. Your brain registers these actions, the preparation, the outlining, the social validation, as success. It releases a hit of dopamine, giving you a sense of achievement before you've done any of the hard, substantive work. This is the killer. Your brain checked the box, it received the reward. Now the actual task, the difficult, boring, painful process of writing the first chapter, has been psychologically stripped of its payoff. The fuel for future action has been burned on preparation and validation. You've rewarded yourself for a simulated victory, leaving your motivation tank empty for the actual fight. We have to deliberately rewire the reward circuit. Here are 3 research-backed fixes to starve the premature reward and fuel lasting motivation. Fix 1. The 0-day rule. The problem is the initial burst of over-preparation. The fix is to make your first step so ridiculously small that your brain registers 0 reward for doing it. If your goal is to run a marathon, your first task isn't to buy new shoes or map a 5K route. It's to put on your existing shoes and stand outside your door for 60 seconds. That's it. Host tip. You are not allowed to buy the cool gear, post the progress photo, or spend more than 5 minutes planning until you have completed the core action 5 times. This forces your brain to delay the reward and tie it to consistency, not preparation. Fix 2. Isolate the reward. You must aggressively quarantine your reward system. This is a technique called habit stacking with an anchor. Identify a high-value but non-productive reward you enjoy. For most people, this is a specific type of coffee, a podcast, or a favorite snack. Now you create this strict rule. You are only allowed to consume the reward while you are performing the habit. Example, you are only allowed to listen to your favorite, gripping true crime podcast while you are doing the dishes. Example, you are only allowed to have that specific, expensive coffee while you are working on your hardest project. By bundling the reward into the action, you bypass the premature reward loop and train your brain to crave the process, not the feeling of having started the process. The only way to get the reward is to be actively engaged in the work. Fix 3. The concrete metrics filter. Premature rewards are typically generated by vague or social metrics. How do I feel, or what do others think? True, sustainable motivation comes from concrete metrics that have 0 emotional weight. Visuals, a split screen. Left side, vague, I feel productive today. Right side, concrete, I wrote 500 words. Stop measuring your day by effort or feeling productive. Focus only on outputs that can be counted or measured, instead of, I spent 2 hours trying to figure out the marketing plan. Use, I launched 2 A/B tests and got 5 responses. This forces your dopamine hit to be tied to quantifiable, undeniable progress. If you feel great but the metric is 0, you recognize the feeling as a temporary illusion, the premature reward, and you know you must return to the work. 6:45 to 7:30. Scene 4. Conclusion and final thought. Visuals. Return to the host, serious and calm. The music becomes inspirational but grounded. Motivation is not a magic spell. It is a neurological feedback loop. The premature reward is the silent killer because it tricks your brain into thinking the battle is over when it's only just begun. It gives you the gold medal for showing up at the starting line. But now you know the trick. You're going to commit to the 0-day rule, isolating the reward and judging your day by only concrete metrics. You don't need more motivation. You need a smarter reward system. Your life transformation begins with one small, unrewarding step. Before you click away, I have a simple challenge for you, the Habit Architects Challenge. Think of one goal you've abandoned, one that you rewarded yourself for too early. Now in the comments below, don't tell me the goal. Tell me the premature reward you gave yourself. Was it the expensive gear, the social post, the perfect spreadsheet? Share it, acknowledge it, and then commit to a 0-day start tomorrow. If you found this script useful, please like this video, subscribe to The Habit Architect, and hit the bell for more research-backed psychology. Now go build.